a member of the steering committee for Barrier Free Canada. So please, let's give David a big round of applause.
Hey everybody. So it's 2015 and in the city of Toronto, Canada's biggest, richest, most diverse city, 1/2 of the subway stations are wheelchair inaccessible. It's 2015. To its credit, the government of Ontario and the city of Toronto hosted the Pan and Para-Pan American Games. We were told that the Para-Pan American Games would be a great opportunity for the public to come and see athletes with disabilities and thereby to change public attitudes forever. But more than half of the seats went empty. It's 2015, and you go to a school in Ontario and you find an educational system that defines students with disabilities by law, if they have needs that can't be fit into the mainstream, as exceptionalities. You're an exceptionality, and so am I. We're not part of the mainstream, we're exceptions, and that's the way our antiquated law treats us in our school system. It's 2015, and just down the street from here is a fabulous restaurant you should all go to called the Signs Restaurant. They have deaf waiters. You order in sign language, which, by the way, as a blind person is a bit of a treat. I brought a laptop and just typed my order on the screen. They had to their credit, they put a ramp in front of their restaurant, to the utter shame of the city of Toronto. To the utter shame of the city of Toronto, they sent enforcement officials to order them to tear out the ramp. I guess the problem is, in a city with too few accessible restaurants, what our problem really is that we have too many accessible restaurants. Let's make the city more inaccessible. That's the message from the city of Toronto. And they came along to do that on the months before the Para-Pan and Pan American Games. The world's going to come to visit us, but as for tourists with disabilities, you don't have a lot of choices. Let's make sure we have even fewer. That's the way the city used our public money, and the province of Ontario, rather than enforcing accessibility effectively, sat back while the city of Toronto wanted to enforce inaccessibility. Folks, things have got to change. But who can make that change happen?